Hello everybody and welcome to kit 2, which is the beautiful Lily Luna floral frame. I love this one. It looks quite a simple card with not a lot to it, but there is a little bit extra on this that just needs to be worked on, so please bear with me. I'll go through what you've got in your kit. Well, first of all, what I'll do is go through the beautiful things. This is the lovely Lily Luna, the Flower to Love frame, and it is gorgeous. I've used it in conjunction with a, I think it's a 3.5 inch circle out of this, because it doesn't actually cut the circle out. I've also used the Creative Expressions clear stamp set, and I've just used this, and it is the Delicate Daffodils. I haven't used Make-A-Wish. Instead, I have used Sunshine Wishes. This was a free gift, so as I say, I'm just not sure. I don't know whether it was a free gift or whether it was out of one of John's. Maybe it may have been out of one of John's kits, stamp sets, but bear with me. And as I say, these are beautiful to work with. So I'll go through what you get in your kits. You have your cover sheet, which tells you all what you do. Now, when you come to do this, ideally the spray adhesive is the best. But if you use wet glue, that is fine, but you must make sure you leave it to dry thoroughly. Right, so just let me... It's a 7x7 card blank, and all your pieces are cut. Pop that to a side. So we have the background card, which goes, make sure I've got my card the right way. I'm using it as a tent fold. So that will go on like that with that one, which we'll put on first. And as I say, it's a fairly easy card to do, but just a little bit fiddly. So please just take your time. Don't try to rush it. Oops, doesn't want to come out. It's a bit stuck on the end. Let me just get rid of it. That's got it. And don't want to come out. Where's my pokey tool? Let's give it a helping hand. Okay, where's my pokey tool gone? Right, so let me get this one out. That's got it. Put my pokey tool down somewhere and I don't know where it's gone to. Probably moved it to the other side of the table. But just run a bead of glue round the edge, all the way around the edge, a little bit in the middle, and then we'll position it. Whoops, got it all over my fingers as well. And then position this right in the centre of your card. Try and get as equal borders round if you can. And then we're going to pop the white one that has got the lovely stamped image. I've used VersaFine Imperial Purple to stamp with, but I have put the details on the cover sheet. Again, just going to stick this bit down all the way around. Oh, it's a gorgeous day today. I hope this weather lasts. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's quite warm with it. Now we must make sure the card is the right way up, because we need the stamped image down at this bottom corner. So again, just make sure we've got it equally balanced. I've gone and got glue all over my fingers as well. Not doing well, am I? So just level this out a bit. You will have to bear with me. At the moment, I have a slight problem with my left eye, I've got a lot of swelling at the back of it. I'm waiting for an emergency appointment to go back to the clinic for some treatment. Don't know what's caused it, but it is. I've got a blind spot in the centre of my eye, which is sometimes causing me a bit of difficulty in focusing, but I'm doing best. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use the spray glue on this, but if you are using glue, you need a fine tip glue, and just work. I won't actually put any on because I said I need it to be dry, so I'm going to use the spray mount, craft mount. So you need to go right round the inner edge, round the outer edge, and then try and get as much round the edges. It will take a little bit of time doing it to cover all the areas, and then you need to let it dry completely before you go to the next stage. I've got a cat going to creep across the table. You may see a black and white cat in a minute. Right, I'm just going to spray this. As I say, I'm only using the spray glue because it needs to be dry to go on to show you the next piece. Now, this is where it's important. The most important thing is getting the circle joined up evenly. Doesn't matter about the bits round it not being level. But if you've used wet glue, you need to leave that now to dry thoroughly. I can go on now and show you the next step. Just going to cover that for a moment. It is fiddly as this, but it is well worth doing. We need to cut all the way around the edge, following the line. And if you keep your scissors at a 45-degree angle and just work very, very slowly round on your 45-degree angle, using the white as a guide, and just work very, very slowly round. As I say, it is fiddly, but it gives a lovely finish when you've done it. And as I say, if you can see the angle I've got my scissors, it's the same angle that you use when you're undercutting. And I say, just very, very slowly. If you want to cut bits off as you go round so that they're not catching, that is okay. And again, just slowly work round them. So it doesn't matter if it's slightly underneath there like you would undercut, but just slowly work your way round, and just like this all the way around, just taking your time, being patient. So as you see there, that has come with a beautiful smooth edge. But that is why the white must be completely dry if you're using wet glue, otherwise it'll probably move when you try cutting it. That is why I've used the spray glue, because I needed it dry to do this. So again, 45-degree angle with my scissors, just work very, very slowly all the way around, and not rushing. And I say the centre hole actually comes in quite useful for holding your card in position. And again, just see, just very, very slowly, take your time, and just work your way around. I know it's fussy cutting, but if you take your time, actually it is very rewarding when it's done. So again, just cut that little bit off so that it doesn't get in the way. And again, just working round. Slowly work round. Especially when you come into the tighter areas, just do it very, very slow and steady. If you want to put a very narrow lilac border on, you can do. But bear in mind that it may be a bit of a tight squeeze when you come to put it on your base card. But again, I've nearly got to the end of the second part. and up to there like that. So that's another edge done. As you can see, it fits lovely on the base card. So nearly round. I love fussy cutting, but that's probably just me. I know a lot of people don't like to fussy cut, but I do. I think it's lovely. So I'm taking extra care with my focus just being a little bit out, but as I say, I am managing quite well. Again, just come up there. If you've left, like I've left a little nip there, just go in from the opposite side and just run it in like that and back, and that should just pull it out there like that. So I've got this other little bit here, and just work around slowly. This die is going to be used quite a lot, I'm sure. It is so beautiful. And I've got some more that are very similar, which I haven't used, but I think they might actually be coming out to be used a little bit more. I've got one, I think, that's a Christmas tree, so you may be getting that on some of the Christmas cards that we do. Again, I'm nearly round. Again, keeping my scissors at the 45-degree angle wherever possible. I'm going to trim that little bit back. And again, into there. And oops, just along and up. So we're coming up to the last, very nearly the last corner to turn. We will end on a corner at the other end of this. So again, trim that bit off. Just got this last little bit to do here. And just slowly work round. And it's not so far now to go. In and up and round, take that down there. I'm getting my finger caught on it. And again, almost round. Not far to go now. And here it's just as if you're undercutting round your circle. And just round to this last little bit. And there. Now, I have actually not quite got in the centre bit there. Now, I'm going to try and undercut a little bit, but it's not too much, not too bad if there is a little bit. So I'm just going to run it round, maybe get just that slither off so that it's not quite so obvious. A little bit just there that I've left. And again, always try and keep your scissors at a 45-degree angle. There, so that's not too bad now. I've completed cutting round. I'm just going to get rid of these little bits. Here's my ruler. Whoops, I'm losing my mat. Move my mat back. And you will have plenty of your double-sided tape. I'm using the old crappy stuff that's gone a bit funny. So starting with the short edge here, because we need to piece a little bit just round the curve. So again, just run this on the edges, but not right over the edge. So as you can see, it just comes up nicely within the edge. Again, just work around slowly. You'll have the lovely white tape. I'm just trying to use this up. I don't know why it's gone like this, but it's just a bit of a nuisance. Now I'm going to peel a little bit of the backing off because I want to just curve it round here. Oops. Just take it round the curve until I line up with the other bit. Whoops, hang on, I've got my finger stuck. I'll just turn it round. So I've taken it round that corner. Now this bit here, you'll have to do in small bits because it is slightly too wide, is the tape for it. So I'm going to just take some small bits off and just put odd bits round. It's like this, just making sure that it's only the paper that's showing there, but you don't want the actual glue side to see. Now this bit I'm going to pop just like a diamond on that bit, on that corner. And again, just a couple of little bits round this side. Whoops. And a bit there. I'm just going to put a little bit just across this corner here and get rid of that tape. And you will need to add some glue onto the back of your tape on this because you need some manoeuvrability, and you will see why in a moment. Oops, didn't want to come off, didn't that bit? Sticking to me instead. Still doesn't want to come off. Come out. That's it. Still doesn't want to. Oh no. Right. So yes, I just need to run some glue, some dabs on this so that it doesn't drag down quickly. Get all the way around there. Just odd bits on your small bits that you've added. And I can just pick this up. What we need to do now is balance it squarely over your card so you've got equal panels either side and your stamp in the middle. And if I hold it up, I haven't pressed it down yet, but you need to leave your borders all the way around, but circle round the stamped image in the middle. Now I'm going to pop some of the gems in. Whoops. Yeah, when I can get them out. You've got white ones, mine just the little cream ones, but I won't. Where is it? Maybe do it with that. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue. Just move this out across. Don't want to move over a little bit. Just going to show you where I'm putting it. I'll show you on the other card so you can see. First of all, I'm just going to pop them on these areas, the centres of the flowers. So we'll work round. So first of all, I'm putting one there. And there's some little open dots which you can just add glue into the centre of. So as you can see, where you have these little dots there, that's where you need to add your gems. I think I've given you all 14, so that should be enough. And so pop that there, and let me just come back and pop one on there and one there. So I'm just using some oddments. So I had a few oddments left, so I thought rather than open another pack, I would just use up these oddments. Oh, I don't want to go over. and just finishes it off nicely, does this. And that's that one there. Oh, come back. I don't want to come. I've done that one. Oh, that one's moved. And just working around them. Oops, come back. That's out of the way. And oops, that one seems to have stuck to my fingers, so I'll leave it there. And that one there. Oops, I didn't miss put any glue on that bit there. Missed it. I've got it. And move it over. I think that's got all of them. So it's a really pretty card. It is a fairly simple card that just needs a little bit of slow cutting. So you can see that is the card we've made today. That was the sample card. So I hope you enjoy making it. And as I say, just take your time. I think you'll find just helps you come to grips with a bit of what they call scissor craft. So enjoy it, and I will see you on the next kit, hopefully in about a month's time. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.